welcome to the Relocation Agent Network National Property Market Review for the month of September 2022. And here's what's been happening across the national marketplace. Every month we provide a market update giving general statistics and information about the national property market. Recent press headlines have been awash with talk about the energy crisis and the impact on the cost of living. Many of you are rightfully concerned that a recession automatically means a property market crash, which historically is very rare, and comparisons to the events of 2008 are perhaps not fitting in this context. So let's rewind the clock back to 2008. Prior to the momentous events leading up to the credit crunch, banks were lending their money irresponsibly. In 2008, it almost felt like anyone with a heartbeat and a passport was able to get a mortgage. Since then, and certainly since 2014, banks have become much more discriminate when it comes to working out who is able to borrow, how much and for how long. In fact, today, there is even more rigorous stress testing going on to prevent a market crash like anything we saw back in 2008. The main dynamic powering today's market is that demand still outstrips supply of new properties coming to the marketplace. And whilst potential sellers might have to be more realistic about the figures that they might achieve on the sale of their own property, they will also see a better level of availability and more realistic pricing on the property that they want to buy. With the buying frenzy that was set off with the stamp duty dispensation deal during lockdown, one thing is for sure. The rush for new properties was incredibly competitive, and who knows, but as a buyer in this next period of the market, you may find that certain properties and options suddenly become more available and more attainable. This isn't necessarily a bad thing. Regardless of what happens next for the economy, the truth is that interest rates are still tremendously low by comparison to previous historic norms, and the banks don't seem to have lost their appetite to lend. Year on year, property still outperforms many other investment categories in terms of growth. The market is driven by need and demand. Major life events such as births, marriages, death or divorces mean that housing demand is pretty much a constant fact of life. Perhaps now is actually the perfect time to speak to your local agent about a realistic pricing strategy and a robust marketing plan. Review the options available to you. There are opportunities in every market. Before we close today, it is our sad duty to pay tribute to Her late Majesty, Queen Elizabeth II, and to wish the royal family every condolence and comfort at this difficult time. God save the King. King Charles now inherits a legacy of ceaseless devotion and service to our nation that his late mother so admirably carried on for so many years. Thank you for watching the Relocation Agent Network National Property Market Review. As ever, if you require information about what's happening in your local area, please get in touch with your local Relocation Agent Network member. Thank you for watching.